Hey guys, it's me again. Yeah, I didn't release any more videos for the last week and a half since I was gone for Thanksgiving at my dad's place. I'm just petting Gage. He's a shit. He's my aunt's Shih Tzu. She's leaving him here while she's working up at the DI in St. George. So, anyways, if you've probably seen my last fake out, I'm gonna try and finish this entire thing with no fake outs. No fake outs, no fuck yous. I'm gonna try to finish this whole thing. So, and then after this, I'm gonna do something called a double clockpick double feature, which I'm gonna take two clockpicks, and I'm gonna record them. I'm gonna record both stories using Audacity, and I'm gonna release both of them on the same day. I'm still not gonna tell you who was involved, what characters the fanfics are. So. But I will tell you, of course, it's human on pony clopfix. So, hey, I guess I'm a xenophiliac, I guess. Well, anyways, here it is. Finally, the part 3 of the Canterlot Tales, the Pinkie Pie chapter. Alright, as we were last off, my character is about to get ready to pound Applejack's ass out. So. Alright, here we go. You turn back and look down at Applejack's back. Her long blonde ponytail is flayed across her back. You like to comb all over that too. Give her split ends. The thought makes another bubble of pre-cum slowly dribble down your shaft. Ready, AJ? Yep, she says. Come and get some, Axel. Put that rock-hard cock in me and fuck me like an animal. Ram that fucker deep inside. Let my cunt squeeze on you until you blow a big, hot, thick little cum all over Pinkie Pie's cute little face. Oh, shit. Applejack's pants hard and rubbed herself again. I'm so fucking hot for that dick, asshole. Hurry up and make me scream. I want to see you shoot, too. I want to kiss Pinkie again and get a mouthful of that jizz. Oh my fucking god, fuck me as hard as you fucking can. You can't take it anymore. Her filthy mouth needs to get filled almost as much as her vagina. You grab AJ's amazing hips and you put your pecker into her pussy. Woohoo! The flaring head feels like it's on fire. It needs to be doused badly. You begin pushing into her slit, but it dumbly shoots upwards towards her asshole. Grumbling, you grab the base and you push inside, just like you should have fucking done. The head is immediately soaked and squeezed in your amazingly tight cunt. If she wasn't a virgin, she was close. Her tight cunny clenches your rock-hard erection as you slowly slip inside. Applejack moans to herself as you rock back and forth in an effort to go deeper and deeper. Applejack begins really panting and moaning just as half of your shaft slipped inside. Ew. Axel, you're so fucking huge. Just take it slow, okay? That's what I was telling you before, Pinkie says like she's insulted. Axel's so big, I could barely get that thing in my mouth. I had to throw deeper than I ever done before on a cock. I've taken a banana deeper, but that's shaped a little differently. And I get the picture. Applejack lets her head fall back down and looks Pinkie Pie in the eyes as best as she can. This isn't very well considering her whole body is rocking back and forth as she's getting fucked. The thick erection rubbing her G-spot with every thrust. Sorry, Pinks, but yeah, to end the on my foot, you tend to ramble some. Oh my fucking god. You reach deeper and deeper with each thrust. The band has begun to play downstairs. Some loud group. The bass kicks and the riffs reverberate their way upstairs into your rhythmic mind. It's the perfect humping music. You fill in the missing tones you wish you could hear and fuck away, making AJ's pussy obey. You let your inner animal take over and do whatever comes to mind, fucking harder and harder, reaching deeper into Applejack's tight vagina. The soft walls suck you in, almost begging you to fill her up from the inside. I wonder which band will be the perfect humping music. Maybe, I don't know, it could be Slayer, it could be Metallica, I don't know, it could be My War, Slip It In Era, Black Flag, I'm not sure. Hey, I don't know what fucking music is. You slap AJ's tight ass with your left palm and watch the flesh jiggle. Hey! Applejack heels over. Slap harder! You smack her on the other cheek as hard as you can, timing it so you slap as she's coming at you at full speed. Applejack cries out in pained pleasure. Fuck me. Yes, Axel, fuck me hard. Fuck me as hard as you fucking can. Jeez, with more F-bombs, she would probably wipe out all of Europe. You grit your teeth and smack her as hard as you can, making her shriek out and moan again. You grab her hips again and thrust harder. Your cockhead nearly exits her hot vagina, then flies into her with frightening speed. AJ's tight walls close around your penis as it rams inside until it barely pokes a fleshy wall. You keep pulling on Applejack's slim hips in time with the hard song. But it's almost over for you and the band. The drummer is going nuts, picking up the tempo steadily until they are nearly doubling their beats. You suck air to keep up. Your abs and arms are burning deep. Applejack begins to say something, but you can't make it out. Instead, she just moans as loud as she can at the ceiling. Her tight cunt isn't even deep enough to take your entire shaft, but it's contracting all the same. You can feel a small nub rub along the underside of your shaft as you thrust and thrust and thrust. You change up and push down against it with every stroke. It feels like her amazing pussy is really milking you. The thought of her walls deliberately pulling on your sensitive tool for the purpose of being coated in white paint makes you want to fill her up even more. Applejack's moans rise in pitch, breaking it to a squeal every so often. Her shaking elbows are sure to give out. Your groin begins to tense up. You can barely keep up with the crazy fast tempo. You suck air and focus on the little note that's hardening and poking your shaft. Then it hits you. You're actually rubbing along AJ's G-spot. You grin wide, allowing for mass volumes of air to travel into and out of your lungs. You grit your teeth and grunt through the pleasure, staring hard at the bright and colorful poster directly in front of you. Axel, I'm gonna come. Applejack's ass and elbows shake, her vaginal walls clench down spasmodically. Her arms cave and AJ rests her tits on Pinkie Pie for support. You feel ready to burst too. You stop thrusting suddenly and stoop your torso over Applejack's back. You pull your cock out, then carefully stick the head back in, making Applejack moan again. You reach around and put a hand on rubber clitoris as fast as you can, simultaneously pushing your head into her inner cum button. Applejack cries out in pleasure and orgasms. Her tight coat clenches hard, almost painfully on the 3 inches you have inside. You clench your teeth and focus on not coming. Applejack's ass shakes randomly and violently. Her cunt pushes you out. Nevertheless, she comes hard. Her pussy flexes open and closes and spurts out a little girl cum. It impacts directly on Pinkie Pie's pussy, splashing into the air. You rest your hips on her round ass. You play with her clit until she stops doing anything besides panting. Did he come? Pinkie asks quietly. You climb off and stand on the other side, aiming your goo cannon at Pinkie's face. Guess not, she says. Fee fi fo, I'm not fee fi fo fum. I'm not going to make that stupid joke. Applejack laughs dumbly and slumps to the side, spent. Pinkie reaches for your dick and finds the base. Oh my god, Axel, you're so fucking hard. Do you have another huge load for me? Like magic, Pinkie Pie picks up the pace of the pace of the piece and perfectly fits your dripping penis along the bottom portion. Shit, that's a lot of peas. It looks bigger from this angle. I'll still make you come. Just let me. Pinkie Pie struggles to jerk correctly. She twists her hands around and manages to get a good hold of the long member. She slowly massages the entire shaft, taking special care of the sensitive element. This good? She asks. All you need to do is nod down at her curious eyes. Pinkie smiles wide. There's something about that funny little smile that makes her special. She isn't a bubbly whore. Well, maybe she is, but she's more. She's a great bubbly whore. You're drunk and stoned and primally pleased. Your drunk and stoned and primally pleased mind can't picture what exactly, but it's great and more. You feel your core muscles turn into raspberry jelly. Why is it always raspberry jelly? There's only one man who would dare give me the raspberry. Lone Star! Spaceballs. Pinkie is all you can think to mutter. Hold on. You open your eyes shut. You don't even remember looking up and closing them. Pinkie is sucking the head of your cock, obviously tasting all of Applejack's fluids on it. Pinkie, I'm so close. How do you want it? She pushes you the 2 inches out of her mouth. What did I say earlier? It's your fucking party. Come wherever you want. Just not on Rarity's hair. She hates that. Nice. Before you can even say who, Pinkie sucks your long cock into her mouth. You feel about to blow, so naturally you do the first thing that comes to your mind. You grab her face in both hands and push as deep as you can into her throat. Pinkie Pie barely gurgles in protest, or maybe just surprise. She swallows your head. Her amazing neck bulges around your head as you slowly penetrate deep. The sight alone is enough to make you shoot your load. Shot after long shot erupt into Pinkie's warm, wet esophagus, directly flying into her stomach. You swear you can hear a splash. Your entire length flexes, unloading several relieving loads into Pinkie's face. Shit. The sensation inside is amazing, but a wave of fatigue quickly washes over you. A A finger punches blindly into your scrotum, making you jump back. Pinkie carefully pushes you out of her face. Pinkie Pie pants heavily and sits up, holding a hand to her throat. You kinky motherfucker! You fucking went all the way into my fucking throat and came right into my stomach. Pinkie stands up, gagging, and pushes you into a wall. A fist raise. That was fucking super hot! She instantly smiles, unintentionally showing off her throat. Do you have any clue how intense that was for me? Do ya? I was all gurgle. Oh man, there's this giant dick in my throat. What do I do about? Oh, here comes the big load right into my throat, and didn't even have time to swallow. Man, if I wasn't a choking hazard, I'm actually pretty painful. I do that every time I give a BJ. You stop her with a gentle yet firm finger on her lips. Pinkie? Asshole? She attempts to say, draping her arms over her shoulders, her bare tits prodding your chest. You're kinda amazing. I bet any girl out there couldn't do that, and anyone who could wouldn't like it unless they get paid extra. Pinkie, Get your finger off my mouth, asshole. Pinkie manages to communicate. You put both of your hands on her sides. Don't say it. Just enjoy this. Enjoy what? You asked Pinkie. I don't know. Just thought I should say something like that, I guess. She leans forward and leans your head onto your shoulder. You hug her back, gladly feeling her breast compressed into your chest. I guess we can enjoy this, she says quietly into your neck. Just being close sometimes. When I'm with my gal pals, we just sort of cuddle. It's nice, but kind of boring sometimes. I really just want to listen to the music and cuddle with you, Axel. Your fatigue returns and you let Pinkie's hair tickle your nose, sending her sweet essence into the tired pleasure receptors in your brain. The band downstairs is talking to the crowd, probably setting up for the next half of their set. Or maybe they're changing bands. You want to find out, but for one, you're nude. Second, there's two smoking hot chicks who could use more sexing. Besides, 2 times is hardly enough, right? Pinkie, you whisper down into her thick, crazy, hot pink cotton candy curls. Axel, she have no. Wanna just fuck one more time, then go see the bands downstairs? You accidentally get a little hair in your mouth, so you pull that out of your fingers. Oddly enough, it actually tasted, well, sweet. Not like sugar, but still sort of what the fuck? Sacchariferous. What the fuck? Pinkie Pie turns and looks at the bed, then back at you. You're not a bad mind reader, you know. Wanna come inside? I'm on the pill and everything. Clean, too. You recall the way her cunt squeezed your fingers tightly, then the way she exploded, twice. Yeah, you taste clean to me. Yeah, you taste clean to me. Pinkie Pie laughs and stops quickly and touches her neck. Ooh, that's tender. Maybe that face fuck wasn't so worth it. Pinkie gulps and grimaces. Who am I kidding? It is totally worth it. I feel so full. Oh, Axel, that spunk did wonders to cure my munchies. Oh shit. You don't have much of a response, so you don't reply. Instead, you just hold her by the waist and look over her, admiring her curvy curvy yet plush body. Some guys would call her doughy, but she's so full of energy that any real buildup of fat would burn away instantly. You smile to herself and slowly reach for one of those great big tits. They're just more than a handful, not enormous to the point of being grotesque, but could never be called small. Pinkie Pie grins her toothy grin, and she watches you take both into your hands. She exhales hotly when you slowly squeeze harder and harder, making her flush spill around her strong fingers. You push them up together, making her erect nipples push into your palm. Your need to piss takes passenger seat to the need to fuck again. You move them around in opposite circles, just enjoying them and their weight. Pinkie's breath shallows and quickens to your touch. Axel, Pinkie Pie whispers, "You're getting hard again, just for me." You know it, Pinkie. You bend your neck and kiss her cheek. You remain near and whisper, "Are you wet yet? Or I'm gonna have to lick you until you gush." Pinkie just shudders in your arms. Axel, Pinkie Pie. She looks up at you. Her big blue eyes are partially hidden by her wild cherry pink hair. Wordlessly, she smiles and brings her to her bed. Applejack gets up and dresses as you make out passionately, moving your lips and hips and hands everywhere and feeling everything. Pinkie's nice waist and her amazing breasts get a healthy massaging. Her round butt gets a hardest squeeze. Her nice back and thighs are caressed and pulled on. You feel her hands run all over your chest, back, butt, shoulders, legs, face, neck, and every other body part. At last, Pinkie rolls on top of her hot sex, and her hot sex is dripping. "Wow," she mutters. You just pant and stare at her bare body. "Pinkie, Axel, shut up and let me ride this thing, will ya?" Yeah, you tell him. You just nod and say, "Yes, ma'am." Pinkie hoists herself up by pushing down on both hands on your wide chest. She carefully perches her pussy above your penis and slowly uses gravity to help penetrate herself. Pinkie lets out a long moan with every inch that slides inside. No need to be extra gentle, as she already had fingers made her have one long rolling orgasm. Pinkie manages to get all but the very base inside her tight vagina. She rests her whole weight on you and just smiles. Content and full of cock and her belly full of cum. You tip prods her womb well, and Pinkie's vagina seems more than eager to squeeze its soft flesh around your entire member. Applejack and her assets are long gone. You feel thirsty, so Pinkie Pie must be starving for water. You pull a pillow and put your head on it to watch. Pinkie lifts her hips up slowly, making most of her vagina empty. She slides down onto it again, crushing your cock ever so fantastically with her walls. "Oh my God, Axel, I've never had someone fill me up like this." She lifts her hips again and again falls down, a little faster. Her wet cunt is more than happy to lubricate the operation, making the hot work wet work. "Like how?" You ask, pushing your hips as she comes down. Pinkie Pie giggles, smiling so wide. "Like this." Pinkie pulls herself up again and falls hard onto your cock, making the tip jab of her fleshy cervix and her breast bounce more than normal. She winces in pleasure. Pinkie Pie looks up and goes back to riding, holding her big breasts together. You reach up and hold them for Pinkie, allowing her to bounce up and down quickly. Her, she lifts her hips quickly, exposing your entire shaft, then falling onto it, engulfing you in flesh again. Pinkie Pie keeps riding for some time, squeezing your cock and slipping around hotly over and over and over again. She arches her back and she bounces, moaning at the ceiling. You release one breast and watch it bob up and down behind her body's tempo. You occupy your free hand by pinching and playing with Pinkie's clitoris, pulling her moving skin to expose the brighter pink button is hidden underneath. Axel. Oh yes, I'm feeling something. I'm gonna come soon. Your turn. Fuck me hard from behind. I want to feel what AJ felt. Whatever made her come like that. Whatever she's having, I want some. You try to wet your dry throat by swallowing it, but you only succeed in making it hurt some. Okay, Pinkie. Fuck. Get up. You help Pinkie off of you, feeling quickly slipping out of her. She moans, expressing the need for aching desires to be filled. Pinkie bends over on shaky palms, showcasing her fine behind, begging for a big cock to fill in. You grab yours and waste no time obliging. Pinkie Pie inhales sharply as you push into her tight hole. Again, the walls feel like they want nothing but to pull out whatever seed remains. You begin to thrust. Pinkie gladly turns her head and moves with you, sharing your inaudible rhythm. You pull on your hips harder and harder for each rocking motion, slowly filling her up just push by push. Pinkie falls forward into a pile of pillows, sticking her posterior up to you. You adjust and pick up where you left off, ramming her pussy ferociously. Pinkie's soft flesh jiggles each time your hips smack into your cheeks. The slapping flesh is the only noise besides your combined panting. Pinkie's shaking hips are like tiny short jerks of a wrist that make you so close to climax. You pull out all the way and penetrate again to put off the point of no return. But again, there's a little hard nub rubbing the sensitive underside of your cock. It really feels like Pinkie is deliberately trying to make you bathe her insides in a fresh load. Your brain feels cloudy again. All you can do is ram and make your dick feel nice in the hot, wet hole. Oh shit. Pinkie is muttering a state of incoherent curses and praise into the pillow under the noise of flesh and slapping together in your collective grunting, moaning, and mumbling. Pinkie, You can't finish your sentence on account of your finishing. Pinkie uses that last of her strength to push her butt up as to encourage you. Inside? Pinkie mumbles to herself. You thrust as hard as you can, that perfect little button milking the underside of the base. You release another, seemingly enormous amount, this time deep inside Pinkie Pie's pink pie. It feels as if your brain is charred now. You grunt as your entire cock blasts out round after round of hot cum. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 9 shots, then a 10th little one. A few more twitches and then you're spent. You feel a liquid presence around the head of your shaft as you pant, doubled over Pinkie Pie's full ass, completely engulfed inside. Not one inch of your cock is being harshly squeezed by Pinkie's quivering pussy. Oh my fucking god, you said quietly. You lazily slip out and fall next to Pinkie. Your head hits the pillow at the moment the band downstairs drops an extreme power chord. I know, right? Pinkie Pie whispers, her ass still comically in the air. She falls on her side and faces you. Axel, you are so deep inside, and the way you just kept hitting my spot. I came like 3 times. That last time with you. She stares, the bottom half of her eyelids raised in tired bliss. Her hand lazily traces your arm, stopping at yours. You gladly intertwine your fingers with hers and just stare into her big blue fun eyes. She smiles and giggles a little from her diaphragm, a truly pleased laugh. Gage! What is it, Pinkie? She swallows and licks her lips. It's just, you didn't even notice Applejack. She's standing right behind you. And you, Axel? Pinkie Pie giggles quietly, truly fatigued. Should I be worried? You asked, not caring if the building was on fire. Gage! Come here! You're fine. You should be thirsty. Applejack's southern accent carries easily in the shaky room. The band downstairs is trying to make the concrete foundations turn into pudding. The entire room is vibrating rhythmically, mystically. You're much too tired to keep up if you're in front of the stage. But up here, it's a nice hum and a comfortable, loosening massage. Me, I'm thirsty. Pinkie Pie sits up and holds herself right with her right arm. Oh, AJ, you're the bestest friend a Cottonmouth just got fucked so good girl like me could ever have. Shucks, PP. Applejack says in her now started to get on your nerves southern drawl. I was starting to get on your nerves southern. You do me too more praise. Just water. No, this is more than just water. It's water. Look at refreshment. Pinkie Pie swallows hard and touches her free hand to her neck. Look at refreshment. Just gimme. Applejack hands her 2 big bottles of water, gloriously dangling her nice rack over your face. The plaid-clad sweater puppies are still glorious when covered. How you feeling, AJ? You ask up. It's her slightly bouncing tits. The entire building is pulsating in a wild way. She looks down over her boobs as Pinkie Pie gulps. A little sore. Oh yeah, Axel. Don't tell Tristan this, but your rod is a bit bigger than his. I don't know how the hell Pinkie could take that thing. You too, Pinkie. Not a word. Pinkie wipes away the dribble from her lips and of the forearm, disregarding the trickles on her chest. You and me both, sister. Axel's hung like a horse, but not really, because that'd be weird and gross and probably painful. And Pinkie, you and AJ say in unison. You exchange a surprised glance and share a smile. Oops, Pinkie says in a new tiny voice that's entirely adorable. Sorry, Axel. Drink? You set up and gladly take the unopened bottle that Pinkie Pie shoves in your face and down a third of it. Your sandy throat needs a drink more than you realize. You also really need a kiss. You wipe your mouth and just look over at Pinkie as she sits. She stares back. Her blue eyes linger on your groin. The bass keeps shaking the room, driving you wild with curiosity and a need to see who's making the noise. You may specialize in D&B, but metal is another fantastic angry and emotional genre. If only Alice in Chains were playing right now. Hey, Pinkie. She sits crisscross applesauce again, inadvertently showing off the fine folds of her lower lips. I mean, Axel? She snickers at your stupid inside joke. Who's playing right now? They sound or feel really good. Pinkie scratches her nose and says, I don't know. I can't remember who's on when, but the drummer in one of the bands is from here. She's pretty famous. She's in a few other bands too. A dark green bottle appears on your shoulder, freezing your hot skin. Get dressed and we'll go see him, Applejack half commands. The accent is still taking a minute to grow on you. You snatch up the liquor and take 2 long drafts. Your mind is only barely inebriated, it seems. Pinkie takes 3. Applejack steals the bottle and saunters out, showing off her assets. Dear God, those assets. She tosses her blonde ponytail over her shoulder and tosses a flirty, knowing look as she closes the door behind you. You find your pants. The bag of your extreme weed is still there. You dress with Pinkie quickly. She puts on some new unstained panties and a slightly different outfit. A simple pink T-shirt with the words "Fallen is baby lawn" on it. There's a graphic on a baby with a scepter and a long braided beard with a bloody binky hanging down from it. She explains that her friend's band is actually named Babylon, but the play on the rephrasing enough that they took the new joke seriously enough to change the name. Most of their inscrutable lyrics are about some epic battle and civilizations falling and space colonies and aliens destroying each other. Regarding the newest album, Pinkie Pie has had novels worth of stories to tell. Oftentimes, she would sit on the studio and drink in the sounds that were made. You and her continue discussing the equipment used on the way down. It's very fascinating to you, the technology and techniques are in creating quality, real, inspired music. You answer the call of nature and head to the mosh pit. Before you know it, you're thrashing about and jumping and banging your head to the banshee fingers and complex chords and machine-like double bass pedals. The whole set and what you and Pinkie catch of it is mind-blowing. The band performs 2 encores before getting almost literally pushed off stage by security. Pinkie stops you from following backstage to smoke and drink. As the piped-in music occupies the bruised and battered moshers as well as the pussy onlookers, Pinkie Pie pulls you over and says to you, "Scratchy is going on next. You want to go backstage and meet Baby Lawn, or stay out here and watch her. The choice is hard. Meet members from an awesome and somewhat local band, or listen to one of the world's most famous DJs. What happens to be a sexy native of Ponyville? Why not both, you ask? I bet Vinyl is backstage waiting for the roadies to get all the equipment out." "Oh yeah," Pinkie replies. "Come on, let's go." Fuck, I'm finally done with this. Holy shit. Oh wow. Anyways, yeah, I'm finally done with Canterlot Tales. Holy crap. Jeez, that pretty much took me like almost 2 months of this. Holy shit. Well, what can I say? As much as I love Clockfix, the Twilight chapter was hot. The Rainbow Dash chapter was ultra fucking hot. The Fluttershy one, it was hot, but it was also kinky. The Applejack chapter was pretty hot, yeah. The Rarity chapter, even though I do not like BDSM, it was alright. And the Pinkie Pie chapter with that, along with me as Axel fucking Applejack, it was actually pretty hot. So Oh. Oh, now that I'm done explaining the hotness of each chapter of this fan fiction. Now I'm gonna do one final what do question, but I'm not gonna put it on the in the fucking fuck. I always forget the words description sometimes. This time, so. Okay, as long as I can. Okay, I guess I'll come up with this one. Right. Yeah, you're in the living, you're in Pinkie Pie's room. I guess you start smoking a lot of pot and maybe drinking because it's your birthday and some shit like that. Yeah, it's because of your birthday, and and Pinkie's throwing a party just a private party just for you after her initial Pinkie Pie party, and she surprises you with a bag of weed and a bunch of liquor. You're pretty much a stoned and drunken mess, and then as you lay on the bed, Pinkie then comes up, then lays on top of you. She's looking at you with those bedroom eyes and that look of wanting. And from there, what do? I mean, if you actually really give a shit about the what do questions, just answer them on the comments. Answer them in the comments. Whatever you do, I don't really give a shit. So, well, that was all of the Pinkie. That was all of Pinkie Pie. All of Pinkie Pie. All of Canterlot Tales. I'd like to thank Dermuffinmeister for this story. And I don't know, there might be a slight possibility that I might do the sequel to Ponyville Tales, but I don't know. I'm just gonna hold off on that one until I'm actually ready to read it. So, well, time for me to go. Don't you know? Alright, I'm signing off now, so yeah, you know my name. You know my name and all that shit, signing off.